Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino-American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
and former co-workers
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode, Manners and Unspoken Decorum. Manners and Unspoken Decorum. That is our topic of the week. And the reason this is coming up because I'm not going to list any names. Not what we're here to do, because we never list names. But
yeah, we do. We list names all the time.
Well, we don't list when it comes to something like this. I'm never going to list a name because this is okay. Yeah, this is talking about manners. So
yes,
in the job that I have that Mitch used to have, right? We would have something called a tech call. We do have something called a tech call where we go over details of stuff that's affecting the equipment that we work on, like, technical issues that we need to be aware of, stuff, the latest fixes for things, whatever, what have you. And in this call, it was being led by someone, and, we're going over some very generic information, like, cool, whatever. And then the manager was on this as well. The manager for the area was on, and he does stuff in a way that's really strange. He doesn't seem like he really has the right amount of tact, and certainly in this case, certainly in this case, because the thing that he did is, I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the exact remembrance of it, but it almost seemed like he did something that he does all the time, which is like, oh, one more thing, team, like adding it on the end of like a call, which is not what you can do that with certain things, but not with this, because it feels like he did one more thing, team. One of our coworkers, one of your colleagues, has been dealing with something that's going on in the family, and that resulted in loss of a family member for that person. Very unfortunate, tragic event. Not something to take lightly, but it just came up as a one more thing moment, and it's like, okay,
that's weird.
Very
it's
strange.
Like, just to pass by type thing. Is that that's what you're saying?
Right, It's just a happenstance. It's like, oh yeah, I just remembered this happened. It's like, what do you mean just remembered? And also, why are you doing this on the tech call when this should have come out as like a proper professional email of some sort? It's like, hey, and also, did you get permission to say this?
That's what I was wondering. That's actually where I was going to go. Right. Did this guy actually get permission to actually say what happened?
I don't think he did. I really don't think he did. Because, again, this man doesn't have the tact and the wherewithal of, like, of being able to know, basically that unspoken decorum. Like, you have to do things in a way that is, the professionalism to be able to present yourself. Right. And the thing that really killed it, no pun intended, that's a horrible choice of words, I'm sorry, but the guy who was leading the call, because the way that our company, at least in this area, I think any area is set up, is that they're split up into certain work groups, right? So this person who had a family member issue, right, the family member tragedy, is in a different work group, and the person who's leading the tech call is part of that same work group.
Sure.
The issue wasn't even touched. It went right back to, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get you this information, get you this presentation. That way you have it ready to do for this stuff. All right, y'all have a good day. Like, wait, where was the moment of silence for this person? Yeah, it wasn't actually a coworker, God forbid, that was a coworker who had this, who had passed, but someone in their family. It's important to, when someone passes like that, to take a moment of silence. You don't speak ill of the dead, and you have to respect, what has happened. And the fact that nothing happened and we just went right back to business as usual, that's very tasteless. And I mean, maybe
awkward.
I mean, I think it also falls on the part of, like, the person who was leading that tech call is not the greatest presenter, and because I believe that person just doesn't have the experience in being able to handle, like, a presentation and be able to take in these curveballs, because that was definitely a curveball I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely. I mean,
that's
you've got a like a regional manager, if you will, telling
right.
a district supervisor
Mm-hmm.
what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of, oh, by the way, let me go ahead, even though this district supervisor is the one leading the meeting
Right.
for the entire region, he just, the regional boss happens to say, oh, by the way, just out
Mm-hmm.
of happenstance,
Yeah.
let's be respectful of this
Mm-hmm.
person and her wishes here. She's going
Right.
through a rough time.
Right.
Um, yeah, there's certain ways to be respectful as far as that's concerned.
Yep.
Um, Especially, trying to promote, I mean, trying to spin a family tragedy is something that is very difficult to do.
Sure.
But at the same time, there's a certain tact that needs to be brought forth,
Mm-hmm.
and clearly it was not met.
I mean, that's the whole thing is that the the manager always displays a lack of tact, as far as I'm
Hmm.
concerned, and that's part of the reason why um, people are so dissatisfied. Because there's a definite consensus of dissatisfaction within this company
Sure.
because of the fact that the manager. I don't know if he's been directly told. He just doesn't have the tact and the people skills to
Right.
really deal with these kind of situations. And these in this situation especially is especially heinous because again, someone passed away, and that deserves a little
Sure.
bit more decor. If anything needed, proper professionalism and real thought out communication. It's when someone passes away.
Right. So then I guess the real question is, what is considered good manners, Jay? What would you consider something that's as far as good manners?
Well, good manners. I mean, good manners to me always comes back to thoughtfulness, thinking about other people.
Kindness, showing
Kindness.
empathy.
Yeah, showing
Hmm.
empathy, like being able to put some people's needs above yours when the time's needed. Being able to have that
So respect.
overarching, respect. Yes,
Hmm.
100%. Respect
Absolutely.
for another person
Hmm.
when it's deserved. When it's
Yes. Absolutely.
That's the thing. You can't let people walk over you either. I mean, just because someone wants something done, and it's like, well, they really want it done. I should do
Right.
it. That depends. It's very situational. It's not every
Absolutely.
time that you're going to just bend over backwards. I mean, because again, people will take advantage. It's just how people are.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
I hate to think that way, but at the same time, like people prove themselves time and time again that some people just can't. I mean, I know you're a person who believes in like trust until disproven. I
Yeah.
always
Oh,
come
yeah.
in, yeah.
Absolutely.
I always come in with like, no. I mean that brings up that bigger question of like, are people born bad and learn to be good, or are people born good and learn to be bad? I think it's the first. I think they learn to be good. You learn to that whole nature versus nurture,
I
and
think I think I think I think it's about your upbringing and how you're
yeah,
brought up
a
as a
hundred percent.
child, and the
Mm-hmm.
social society that you live in. I
Right.
mean, if you live in a society where they are respectful, they're kind, they're considerate, they're
Mm-hmm.
polite,
Mm-hmm.
all those things that basically bring in
Yeah.
the whole good manner principle, if you will,
Right.
um, they, all of that you probably develop into a good mannered person. Whereas if you don't have that same setup, or you do, but it's in different ways, you're just going to
Mm-hmm.
grow up a little bit differently.
Right.
My version of respect, I think, is similar to your version of respect. Um, I think one of the biggest things that get to me is being polite. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Um, knowing what the social norm should exhibit in terms of your behavior and your language.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, even at 48 years old, I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
Okay. I can make my mistakes as
Mm-hmm.
far as that's concerned. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I myself have made several mistakes in the politeness era when I was introduced to somebody and instead of, looking at them in the eye and extending a hand out, I kind of like looked away and was like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Right. Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
that's the thing is like, no one, no one is perfect when it comes to manners.
Right.
But again, it's just in certain cases you need to be a little bit more delicate. And again,
Sure.
this situation certainly needed more delicacy and more.
Sure.
more forethought than what happened.
More tact.
More tact.
Yeah.
Always more
Yeah.
tact.
Yeah. To me, it clearly sounds like it was more of a situation where it should probably not have been brought up the way that it was brought
Mm,
up,
yeah.
but clearly the regional manager thought it was best to bring it forth,
Yeah.
and unfortunately just didn't think about using the right choice of words when trying to speak.
Hmm.
Now, whether or not he wants to use something like the AI to come up with something so he
Right.
can speak properly, that's on him. Okay.
Hmm.
And I know who you're talking about. I know he's made a couple comments, even when I was
Yep.
there. He made a couple comments in the past. I know
Yep.
for a fact that I took offense to myself,
Yep.
and you took offense to.
Yes.
Um, I don't remember the specific words that he used,
Mm.
and I can't even remember the right frame of mind that it was used in. But it was almost to the effect of, God, what was it? It was something to the effect of, like,
You guys are spoiled.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We were spoiled.
That's
Yep, that
straight
was
up what
one.
it is.
Right. But we got a situation, and
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, and
Hmm.
I've had my dealings with this person, and I can just say respectfully, I'm happy that he is not my boss.
Right. And
Um,
that's
he seems like a nice person, but I don't think he is a good manager.
hmm
And I do mean that with all due respect, but again, it's just not, to me. The interactions that I've had with him have been less than satisfying.
Yep. And it all comes back to just
The general
the
manners.
general manners
Yep.
and the
Yep.
communication and the lack
Absolutely.
thereof, or the lack of of appreciation of like how this will affect other people or present itself. When I
Yes.
mean, people might think that we're being like overly picky about certain things, and to a certain extent maybe we are, but I mean at the same time, where it's always important when you're dealing with anyone to
Yep.
treat them with respect. I mean, I do agree with you that at least as far as that's concerned, respect should be given unless it's been proven they don't need it.
Again, like I said, my when I meet someone that I've never met before, I trust that person until they prove themselves
Right,
untrustworthy.
right.
And as far as respect is concerned, respect is earned, not given.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm going to, again, I trust someone until they prove themselves untrustworthy, but I show them the respect that they deserve
Hmm.
from the get go. And that is from my trustworthiness and trusting that person.
That's
So
true.
I continue to be respectful to them as long as they are continue to be respectful to me. If they are disrespectful towards me, then we have to have a discussion about this, and I let them know, or I don't let them know. Again, that's up to me. If they wish to disrespect me, that's on them. I mean, I'll give them a chance, or I'll have a conversation with them. It really all
Hmm.
depends on the scenario and the situation. I mean, if we're at a cocktail party or whatever you want to call it, a gathering of people, and
Hmm.
there's some schmo that I've never met before that just acts disrespectful to me and doesn't know who I am, but is just clearly acting somewhat disrespectful, then you know what? That's their choice. I don't have to socialize with them. I'll be like, hey, you have a good night, and I move on to other people.
Hmm.
That's just how it can be. But in the work environment, you have to be very you have to be conscientious of the situation of the people that are there. You have to show the right respect towards these
Hmm.
people, and eventually they're going to open up, and you
Hmm.
can befriend them or you can
Hmm.
not befriend them.
Yeah.
um, you and I developed a good relationship. We've developed a good rapport,
Hmm.
but we
I like to
also
think so.
have we understand where to respect each other, and we
Hmm.
also understand where to joke with each other,
Yeah.
and we also know, and we go pretty far with our jokes. We joke
Yeah.
with each other very, very hard on some things,
Yes.
and it's constantly there. But
Hmm.
we also know that we're doing it in jest,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
I
But
think that brings up a big thing that you bring up there. It's like it's a time and a space, time and a place
yeah,
for jest and jokes
right,
that kind of atmosphere.
right,
Whereas like you have to know when to draw the line. I think that goes
absolutely,
hand in hand with manners also. You
absolutely.
know.
Absolutely. I mean, I know I could joke with Dave constantly about
Yeah.
stuff, and then of course there's a couple times to be like, "Hey man, no, you got to go do this," and I'm like, "Dave, I really don't want to go do it," and he says, "I don't care, go do it." All
Mm-hmm.
right, I'll go do it, and that's it. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Or I say to Dave, "Hey Dave, you know what? I'm not doing this right now. I need you to go ahead and give this to somebody else. I'm too busy with this, and this. It's got to go to somebody else." Okay, we'll make sure it gets to somebody else.
Yeah.
You've done the same thing too. Okay,
Yep.
and that's okay. Being field technicians, it's just
Mm-hmm.
that's just how the world works as far as getting the calls done. Because again, as a group, as a whole, you got to take care of that. But the manners aspect of things,
Mm-hmm.
you got to still be professional about it.
Yep.
Yeah, once you get to know somebody, the professionalism can kind of move to the side in some respects,
In
but
some respects, yeah, but
in
not
some
totally.
respects, but
Not
not
totally.
completely,
Because it's still
because
another
again,
person. This is
it's
someone.
still another person, and
Yeah.
you are in a job together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can
Everyone
have your
has
business
feelings,
buddies,
and yeah.
and you can have your friends. You can have your friends that you work with,
Right.
which I'm sorry, I consider us friends that work together. I just
Mm-hmm.
like Dave. I consider Dave more of a friend than a business buddy, if you
Oh
will.
yeah, for
Even
sure.
though in the beginning, I don't know what it was. I kind of just, we talked, and I just latched. The next thing I know,
Right.
I'm just calling,
I
and
consider him a business buddy, but like again, I totally like as I'm still in that company, I still totally understand, respect the fact that he is
right.
what we call in our business a senior, which is someone who's more experienced and has a title that says they're more experienced.
We'll
So I
say
respect
just
that.
call him a supervisor. Makes things easier.
Well, I mean, I just
I
call it what
understand.
it is.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
as long as we make clarification, because that's why I
Right.
said it's a title.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's senior
Anyway,
as a title, but
yeah.
he's just a supervisor. That's how I see it. He's a supervisor. And
Yeah.
that's fine.
He has supervisory capabilities.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. He's
Sure.
not like a manager. You
No,
know what I'm
he's
saying?
not a manager.
So he's a supervisor, which
Right.
is fine. But being the supervisor, he had a lot of, he really
Yeah.
expanded himself
Yeah.
and did a lot of good for the area. So I think he's been an excellent supervisor, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure he continues to be one as
Yes.
positive as he can, even through these trying times that you're
Yes.
seeing.
Yes. 100%.
So, so that's great. Unfortunately, so getting back to the subject as far as good manners, can you give out any kind of examples, perhaps, of good manners, my fan?
Good manners. Well,
Let's cover the basics. Let's
yeah.
cover the basics. Saying
Uh-huh.
please, thank you, you're
Please, thank
welcome,
you.
and
Yeah.
excuse me. Come
Yeah.
on. I
Same.
know it sounds
Sure.
silly, but come on.
Yeah.
Um, Introducing yourself and to other people,
Mm-hmm. Right.
just being nice as far as that goes. This is one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do, and I'm going to say it: listening when others speak.
Oh, yeah.
It is one of the most difficult things I can do, for being an ADHD person because I'm all hyperactive and I
Mm-hmm.
half-ass listen or half-ass read stuff or stuff like that. And I get really excited and really verbal and all that kind of jazz. But listening, especially listening, that is probably one of the key things as far as good manners are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Using good language,
Mm-hmm.
avoiding
Yeah,
gossip or
that's let's go
negativity.
with let's go on with that one. Language thing, especially.
Uh-huh.
So language. I mean, let's get straight. We've cursed on this podcast.
Absolutely.
I certainly have,
Yep.
and that's uh, amongst same company, someone who understands where you stand and has the same mindset as you. That's
Yep.
fine. There are
Yep.
certain situations where you don't curse though. You
Yep.
would never do that in church. Don't
Yep.
curse. Don't
Yeah,
curse
exactly.
church. So
Exactly.
it's like, but some people just don't get that, and they I mean, straight up in the middle.
I made that mistake.
Yeah. Well,
You
okay.
remember that? You remember
What?
that?
No. What? No.
Oh man, I had made that mistake. It's probably the first year in. I was unmuted on one of the calls, and they
Oh.
had made a comment about something, and I said, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Oh. Did you? I don't
Yeah,
remember that one.
yeah.
Goodness
Or
gracious.
oh, what the hell, or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Or I
remember that.
said, "Are you kidding me?" or something crazy like that. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was what the f.
Right.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I dropped that one. They're like, "Can you please make sure you're muted?"
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sure
Yeah.
will. Oh crap!
Yep.
I wasn't muted. Well, guess what? From then on out, I made sure every time I was muted, I
Yeah.
paid attention every single time. Apparently, I didn't pay attention that time. It
No.
happens. It
I mean,
happens.
it happens. It's a, and no one's going to be, luckily in that app, in Microsoft Teams, you have the ability to hit the button and always lets you be muted as soon as you enter into chat.
That's right. That's
So it's
right.
got
And
that.
I unmuted it for
Right.
whatever stupid reason.
Right.
And yep, I blurted it out. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Happens. But guess
Yeah.
what? They never called me on it.
Right. I mean, then if we go, still going on with this foul language stuff, right?
Yep.
I mean, I used to work for the Navy Marine Corps Intranet for their help desk, and man, the military uses like the F word like a comma. It's just insane, and
Oh,
it's like I guess it's just expected, and it's okay over there, but it's, at the same time, it's like when you're talking to other military people.
right.
Yeah, sure. That's the culture. That's where it is, I guess. But
Sure.
like when you're calling into the help desk, like you do with us, it's like, I mean, or like my, with NMCI because I don't work there anymore. People need to realize, when you're talking on the phone, talking to anyone, that not everyone shares your same. What's the word for it?
Social graces.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Not everyone has the same um, reverence and the same,
Polite language.
the same polite language, the same. There's a certain word for it. I'm really trying to look for. I don't know.
Decorum.
Yeah, sure. Just decorum, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Not everyone is gonna believe the same things you do, and think that everything that you think is the same and it's okay. Everyone's got their own opinions, and to just go in with certain stuff that's controversial.
Sure.
Even so much as there are certain things you just don't talk about. Like if one of them people don't really like talk about their salaries, which I think is crazy. I think if you
Yeah.
don't talk about
I
your
think it's
salary,
dumb.
if you don't talk
Mhm.
about your salary, how do you know you getting screwed over?
That's right.
That's
That's
how the
exactly
system
right.
keeps you down. And then
That's right.
some people don't like to talk about politics, but I also think it's crazy. I get politics to be very divisive, but at the same time, at least you have an opinion, and it's
Yep.
important to talk about politics because that affects everyone. That affects your daily life. Politics, laws, all this stuff.
Yeah.
You need to be informed about what's happening in your government. Otherwise, how can you really know? How can you call yourself an informed voter when it comes to voting if you don't talk about the issues and you don't know where the other
Absolutely.
side stands, right?
Absolutely. 100%.
And another thing people don't talk about is religion, which is also crazy. It's like, I don't know why people don't talk about religion. I mean, it's just what you believe. As long as you're not forcing your beliefs on the other person or on the other people, then sure. I mean, you can have just a regular ass conversation about religion. Why not? I don't see
Yeah.
why
You
that's a
can.
problem.
You can. You're talking about our Bill of Rights, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
exactly right. Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong
But
with that at all. Mm.
other ways that we can have good manners.
Uh huh.
What are some other ways?
Other ways, hold the door open when someone's coming up to the elevator or to the
That's right.
door.
There you
It's like if
go.
you see someone who has their hands full with stuff, it's like,
Sure.
oh, let me hold the door open for you while you come in. Like that
Yeah.
happens all. That's very good at any Wawa you go to. That's always the thing. Everybody holds the door open.
Right?
It's like
Right?
that's very interesting that everybody does that there.
I know. It's just at the Wawa, though, that it happens.
Just
It's
at
so
Wawa,
weird.
they don't
Yeah.
do it at 7-Eleven.
Well, I
They
think,
don't
I
do
mean,
that.
so let me ask that silly question, though. So let's just say you go to a Wawa and you open up that first door, and then you see a couple people coming up.
Uh-huh.
How many people are you going to let in
Um. Hmm.
before you go yourself?
Well, how many people
Typically,
are we talking? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's just
okay.
say we've gone through 6 people. Would you just
Jesus.
finally go at that point?
I would probably at some point, I would let them as soon as they're going through, I would let go of the door slowly and then walk to the other door. You have two doors. I'm like,
Right,
let me go over this other door and go that way because I'm not a doorman. Okay, nothing
Right.
wrong with doormen. Doormen are great. They do great things. They hold the door. They're very polite. great.
Sure,
But
sure.
that's not my profession. I'm not here for that. I'm not getting paid for that. So no, I'll hold the door open for like, a couple people, sure. But like not a whole entire family, not the Partridge family just walking out. No, I'm okay.
Oh, I get it. I get it. And
That's a
I'm
data reference. No one knows Partridge family.
typically what I have found most of the time, Jay, is whenever I hold the door for somebody,
Yeah.
like two or three people will go through or whatever, and then there's usually someone else that's about to come in that just says, "Hey,
Hmm.
go ahead," and then they
Yeah.
grab the door. You know what I
Right.
mean? Oh,
Right.
okay, thank you. And then
Hmm.
at that point I go to the next door and I open up the door for that person that just held the door for me.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
on
You take
in.
turns. Like, all right, your turn. For you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've,
Oh
I've
no,
done
sir.
that. Yeah.
After you.
Yeah. It's like, here, let's go in together. And then you go to the
Exactly.
door and you just get
Yep.
stuck. Like,
And
oh,
then
man.
you just stand there and you kind of look at each other and you're like, now what?
Yeah. Now what do we do? Do we
I
hold
don't know.
hands?
Nope, we're not holding hands. Sorry. Mm-mm. Nope, not doing
Yeah.
that. Nope.
Now holding the door. Let's talk about elevators, right?
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said that I didn't press the closed door button when someone's coming up. Well,
No way.
I don't want to share an elevator. Straight
Are
up,
you
I don't.
serious?
Yeah,
Serious? You don't want
I've
to
done
show
that.
me?
I don't want to be in the middle of another
Why?
person, rando, in the elevator.
Oh my
If I got a
goodness.
chance, I just press that close button. But the
Oh
right thing to do,
my.
the manners thing to do, is to hold it open and let that person in.
You surprise me every week, sir, and I am
I don't
now
even know
even.
who you are anymore.
I know. I am so surprised. I actually will hold the will stop it if somebody's walking up to it. I will
Mm,
actually open it up to let them in because I know what a pain in the butt it is to stand there and wait for that elevator.
yeah, well,
You know,
yeah.
jerk.
Yeah, wait for the next one. And then
Not
I press the whole
not
door.
gonna get an elevator with you
I
anymore.
press the
Shit,
door
no.
close
Mm-mm.
button and I hold up the middle finger. I was like, like, ha ha!
Oh.
And then they take the stairs and they meet
Wow.
me at the next end and they punch
Uh-huh,
me in the face.
exactly. There you go. Yep, you're
Yeah,
done. You're
I
done.
mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit. I know I'm a dick for that, but I don't know. I just don't want
Yeah.
to be in an elevator with another person. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
I
awkward. I
understand.
don't
I
know.
get it. But yeah, I mean,
Um.
so other forms of like good behavior, yeah, again, holding the door for people,
mm,
um, offering your seat to someone when they need it,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that's
Sure.
another one. Waiting your turn, not interrupting,
Uh-huh.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Making
Um.
eye contact when someone is speaking to you.
You
That
know.
it's one of that believe it or not, that's actually a very good thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said, me being ADHD, sometimes
Yeah.
I am in the middle of a conversation with somebody, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, I see something move, and
Yeah.
my eyes divert to that, and then I quickly divert back again. But there are
Mhm.
times when, yes, if I'm engaged in a good conversation with somebody,
Right.
yeah, I will most definitely, try to keep that eye contact going for the most part.
Yeah,
There are times,
110%. There's like people who I'm friends with that when I talk to them, they're trying to make eye contact, but it looks like they're looking at my forehead, and I don't know. Like that's a couple people I'm friends with, and they're like,
no
"Why don't you
way.
look me in the eyes?" And like,
Yeah,
I mean, these are
yeah,
great people. I love these people. I wouldn't be friends with them otherwise. But it's
right.
like at the same time, it's like that's a weird, awkward thing that I've seen quite a few people do, and I don't know why people look at your forehead instead of at your eyes.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I'm looking at you in the eyes. Why don't you look
right,
at me in the eyes?
right.
But then again, that also brings up the eye contact thing. That brings up again cultural differences,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
some cultures it's disrespectful to look at someone in the eyes.
Really?
I can't remember exactly what culture it is, but I remember
Okay.
seeing that somewhere. I gotta look it up.
I don't recall. I have no idea what
I'm
that
gonna
is.
look. I'm gonna look.
That's
I'm gonna
news
look
to
that up.
me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But while you're looking that up, just going down this other stuff that I found here off the wonderful World Wide Web of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is interesting because again, this could be somewhat controversial, if you will.
Mm.
Practicing good hygiene. Really?
Is that a
Okay.
controversial? How?
A behavior. Well, there are some cultures that have
That
certain
don't let you
hygiene.
wash? That's
I
weird.
mean, I don't know.
I,
I'm sure there's
mm,
some cultures that have different hygiene.
I think that whole culture lives within any anime convention. They don't
Yep,
wash.
yep. I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely disgusting. You ever been in a convention like I'm sure you've been like maybe Taiwan or Comic Con or something,
Yes,
and
yes.
just why do people not take a
I don't
damn
know.
shower
Well, in all truthfulness here, there are people that do have excessive sweat glands, and they will sweat a lot when all of a sudden they're just standing there in regular clothes. I mean, my son is
Yes.
one of them. My son is one. He could be in a room that's 72 degrees and just be sitting there and just all of a sudden break out into a sweat.
Hmm.
It's the weirdest thing. And
Okay.
again, it doesn't take much for that boy to sweat, but when he sweats, boy, does he sweat. It happens. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that. He probably has excessive sweat glands. That's pretty
Okay.
much
Yeah.
what it is. You know, teenager kind of thing, young guy kind of thing. It's just the way things happen, man.
Hmm.
But this one I find interesting. Be mindful of your phone usage in public.
Oh wow. Yeah,
That
that's a
is
big one.
considered good manners.
Yeah, people. How many times do you see people and they're always on their phone? They like. I mean,
They're on
when I was
speakerphone.
when I was a cashier at Walmart, people would always come up and they're on their phone. They're talking, having a whole lot of conversation. It's like I know I'm not here to talk to you, but at the same time, talking on the phone, like you're not paying attention to what's going on here. I guess
Sure,
you don't give a
sure,
shit, so I'm just gonna throw your shit in the bag
sure.
and tell you to get the fuck out. I mean,
Yep.
that's just yeah. You should have your attention focused on whatever you're doing, and if you
Yeah.
want to make that phone call, great, make that phone call.
Right.
But don't try and do something else at the same time because you're saying
Right.
you're multitasking. That's not multitasking. You're just
No,
showing
no.
that's just disrespectful.
Well, that's why I use my Bluetooth headset, and that way when they see me talking
Hmm.
to nobody, they just like, "Are you
Right,
talking to me?" No,
right.
I'm talking to the person in my ear. Who the hell are you? Get away from me! This person. I know what the hell to do. I've used the self checkout before. Scooch off, bitch. No, I'm just
Jesus
kidding.
Christ. Okay.
I'm
Uh,
kidding. I kid. I kid.
welcome to
No,
Walmart. Get your shit and get out. All
that's
right.
right. Now, I don't usually use Bluetooth headsets
Mm,
unless I was working. Personal wise, I would just have my hand up to the phone, my hand up to my face with my phone, my phone in hand, and I'd
yeah,
be like,
sure.
yeah, talking away.
Okay.
I hardly ever use speaker out in public. I
Yeah.
find that I just, to me, it's not good manners.
I
That's
only
just
use
me.
speaker in public if I'm not like around a bunch of people. If there are people like
Okay.
that are in the same, like if I'm like at Kroger, right, and I'm in the
Right.
aisle, and I need to find out what I need to get, and someone,
Right.
I'm talking to somebody, I'll be on speaker. But then when someone else comes in the aisle, some like a bunch of people and they're having their conversation, also like, all right, let me because it's also that's the other thing about speakerphone too. If you're on a
Uh-huh.
speakerphone, you need to let the other person know they're on speakerphone.
Right.
That happens
Right.
too often.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
someone's
oh,
talking,
yeah. I remember that
yeah,
situation happening.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with you. I
Yeah, that's
called
right.
you at one
That's
time
right.
on
You're
you were
right.
on
I did not tell
speakerphone.
you. Yeah, I did not tell you.
You did not tell me.
Nope.
And what was the comment that I made or
Oh
something?
man, what
Oh
did
my
you
God.
say?
I
You said,
said,
um,
oh God, was it
I don't
paging
know.
Dr. Faggot?
Something like that. That might have been it. I don't know. It was
Yep.
something where, and then my mother was in the room. She heard it, and then I
She
was like,
heard it. Yep. Is
I was
that one of
like,
your friends? And you're like, he's a
yeah,
coworker.
he's a
Oh,
coworker. He's a
he's
coworker.
nice.
He's a
Yeah.
friend. He's his friend. A coworker and a friend.
Oh, I was so
Yeah,
embarrassed. I was
I
so
said that's,
embarrassed.
and I said he's just being stupid. It's all right. It's
Yep.
okay.
And she was like, but she laughed.
Yeah, she laughed and she didn't really care. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But
My
still,
mom's not that kind of person that really cares about it. I kind of
I
think
get it.
like
But
whatever.
still, I was so embarrassed. I was
I
so
know.
embarrassed
Hey,
because that's
I was
not me.
also. I mean, what goes around comes around because, like, also, I did the
Yeah.
same. I did a faux pas for you too, because
Yep.
we were playing around
Yep.
being stupid at like a
Yep.
Dollar Tree
Yep.
location, right? And then we were taking photos, and I held up both the birds, and
Yep.
sure enough, what happens later on? Your daughter's like,
My
"Hey,
daughter did
what
it.
is this?" uh,
Ah,
what is it? Why?
yes.
Yeah, both of the
Yeah.
birds. Oh, he's saying really cool, but you
Yep.
don't do that. Don't do that
She
anymore.
looked at me and said, "Hey, Dad." And she said, "Hey, Dad." And she did it right back to me. I was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?"
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
felt horrible. I felt so horrible. So
Yep.
hey, at least we're even on that on
We
that
are even on
regard.
that. Yes, we are. We are so
But
on that.
on the eye contact thing though, so
Yes.
Google. This is just Google saying it. So
Yes.
might take it with a grain of salt. But in Japan, prolonged eye contact is considered rude and a sign of disrespect.
Interesting. Okay.
Individuals are taught from a young age to focus their gaze on the neck or tie of the person they are speaking with to maintain a soft, respectful gaze. Also in China, direct eye contact, especially between subordinates and superiors, is seen as a challenge or a sign of disrespect
Oh,
associated with
okay.
anger
Well,
or
there you
confrontation.
are.
And then
Okay.
also the Middle East and North Africa, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. There's like quite a few places that you just don't look people in the eye there.
That's fair. Okay, well, whenever I'm in those places, hopefully someone will let me know about that, or I will read up on it before I go to those
Whenever I'm
particular
in those
places.
places, I'm looking at everybody right in the fucking eye.
Oh God, yeah, I'm gonna
Fuck
challenge the
you!
authority.
I'm
Yeah,
American. Fuck you,
America, bitch.
America, America. God bless America, land that I love. Typical
Oh
American
man,
fashion, you know, is
that's
what it
right.
is.
There you go.
Represent USA, baby.
Yep. So going off on this list that I found as well, let's see here. Use appropriate table manners.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
I cannot say how many times. I mean, don't get me wrong. As kids, we a lot of kids they don't have the right table manners. You have to teach those table manners, and it takes time to learn it. I get
Right.
that, but table manners are important.
Mm-hmm.
Elbows off the table.
Yeah. Elbows on
You
table.
know, learn how to use a fork for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't they have sporks on the daggone table? I'm sorry. I like the
Yeah.
spork.
Would you please pass the jelly?
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah. What is it? The Polaner all fruit.
Yes.
Yeah, good Family Guy, famously. It's like, okay, but then they had that whole commentary thing. It's like, clearly they know this guy. He's sitting at the table.
That's right.
It's like, but they're surprised that he acts that way? That seems that's who he is. It's like, why are they surprised?
Well, this surprise. Yep.
It's weird.
I know. But
Yeah.
yeah. And then, of course, one of the best good manners is being punctual. So
Yep.
if you have, a time frame to
Right.
be somewhere, then be there
Right.
on time.
Which I apologize because that happens all the time when we record this podcast. I am not punctual, and I apologize. I do try to communicate that.
Yes, you do.
I try to.
Hey, we work it out, man. That's all that matters.
It's
We're
true.
good. But so some of these manners, they're good. It helps establish positive relationships,
Mm-hmm.
social harmony,
Mm-hmm.
personal growth,
Mm-hmm.
professional success, and even an overall well-being, sir.
Okay. If anything, though, let's remember this: manners are important.
Yep.
But let's not make it the end all be all of everything that we do. But we
No.
should definitely go out there in life and give people the respect that they deserve. That's the main thing. Respect.
Treat others as you wish to be treated.
That's right.
That's the best
Just
way to
like
put it.
just like with the manners thing too is when you're in the bathroom and you're on the toilet. Hey, do a courtesy blush.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
Courtesy
exactly
flush
right.
it out,
That's oh yeah, exactly. If you're in
Yeah.
a public restroom and you've done dropped the deuce or whatever, and you know
Yeah.
you're going to be there for a few minutes, yeah, go ahead and flush that sucker down there.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely, man. Don't
And then
leave that smell
don't-
lingering for
And
everybody
then
else.
going back to the speakerphone, don't be on speakerphone when you're in the toilet. It's
Oh
like, why
my
do people
God.
do that? You hear that all the time.
I
It's like,
don't understand.
I don't want to hear
that.
you going to the bathroom. That's
Exactly,
really weird.
bro. I'm sorry, but I find it very awkward to be sitting there while I'm using the bathroom having a phone conversation,
Yeah.
regardless if I am using the speakerphone or not. Just having a phone conversation.
It's- yeah.
Texting, no problem.
Yeah, sure.
FaceTiming, no.
That's when you send back that video of the girl like sitting on the toilet. On the toilet.
Yep, you send a little Elmo meme. The Elmo
Oh yeah.
GIF.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
That's
boss makes $1, I make a dime. Spot.
That's right.
Company time.
That's right. Well, they have it without all that too. So if
Yeah.
you send it that way, man, boom, you know what's going on. When that Elmo comes out just like that, you know what's going on. They're like,
Right.
I'll talk to you later. You know what I mean?
Boom. Top acting to acting. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
What?
Thanks, John Madden.
That's all I heard when you said boom. It's like that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Boom. I don't know. We got to wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're wrapping up because we're running out of time. It's just the way it works. But anyway, we'll be right back with Would You Rather. See y'all soon.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather? While browsing through a bookstore in Williamsburg, I found a coffee table book filled with outrageous hypotheticals. This led to buying more Would You Rather books, and in this episode, we explore Would You Rather Ultimate Family Challenge by Elof Nystuen Publishing. Okay, so would you rather be able to talk to animals, but they're all rude and sarcastic?
Yeah.
Or be able to understand babies, but they only complain about everything?
Oh my gosh. That's terrible both ways,
Has someone been to Congress? Hmm.
right? I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk to babies and
Yeah,
tear wine, I mean, it could be either one for
really could be.
Congress.
Really could be. Rude and sarcastic or just complainish. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know which. Hmm,
I don't know. I mean, how much could you tolerate being rude and sarcastic or complaining? Which one would you tolerate the most?
I don't know. If you ask the coworkers that I have now, I complain a lot now because there's stuff
Right.
going on at the company that I'm not satisfied with, and I
Sure,
complain a
sure.
lot. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, our coworker Brian, who'll be on the show later at some point, he's made the comment of like, yeah, I don't know, but still, like I was making some comment. He said, like, yeah, but you complain about everything. It's like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm.
At this point in
Well,
that job, I make a lot of complaints.
yeah, I understand. And, and
Yeah.
and I wouldn't say complaints. I would say more constructive criticism, but that's just my
No
two.
complaints.
All right. All
Yeah,
right. You
straight up.
complain.
No, I
Eh,
complain because I don't do anything about it. I mean,
complainer.
I don't. My thing to do about it is to, all right, time to get the heck out of here.
I don't know.
That's
Is it
my thing.
complaining or whiner baby?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I
That's fine.
don't know.
Either way, I'm
Hmm.
sure you do it with some form of chutzpah or
I
zest.
I get everybody energized
Yep.
to talk shit about the company.
There you
And
go.
at some point, you know, Kendrick, another one of our coworkers, right?
Yep. Yep.
He said, don't listen to Jay. He's a downer. Like, all right.
All right. All right.
I'm like,
So I guess
anyway,
I guess I would go with the first one.
rude and sarcastic, huh?
It's rude and sarcastic animals. Why not?
Yeah.
Because in the society that I'm in, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I have three cats, so I would hear rude and sarcastic cats. But
Hmm.
let's think about this for a minute. Most cats would be rude and sarcastic.
Yes, they would be.
So that fits the bill. So
Yeah.
since that one fits the bill in that perspective, I don't see many other animals throughout my day,
Mm.
my typical day, if you will. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna go with that
Well,
one.
in that regard, then I don't really see babies throughout my day, so I'd take the babies.
No, but you could hear them through the cars screaming.
I don't. Well, no, I can't hear them now. Through the car screaming, unless it's like they're in a parked car or something, and then maybe.
When you're sitting there doing your job and they pull up to another one
I
right
never
next to
hear
you.
them. I
Oh
never hear
man,
them.
I've
Legit.
heard it. I've heard it. Oh man, I've heard
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, you just must zone them out then.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Not my
Yeah.
problem.
Drown it out
Uh, yeah.
with your sorrow.
Drowned out with you because we're usually on the phone anyway, just talking. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
normally don't hear any of that other stuff.
That's also true. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Cool.
that'll work. What about you? Which one are you gonna do?
No, yeah, that's why I said the babies.
Oh, the babies. You're gonna be the babies. Okay.
Yeah, because that's not going to affect me.
Whiner
Um,
baby.
yeah, they can complain to their parents all they want, but I don't give a
That's
crap.
it. That's right.
Unless they're in the store, and 'cause luckily we don't work on retail stuff anymore. Because if that was
Right?
true, you would hear it nonstop. Just like,
Yeah.
I need my diaper changed. Oh God! Then we need our other coworker that takes off his leg and just scares him. Like
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
That would be great.
that'd be
Yes.
great.
Yep. Keep them all at bay while you're working. That means you have to follow him around all day.
Right.
Yeah. And then when he's done talking, he just goes, and hangs up. Not bye. Have a good day. I've
Hey,
got to go, guys.
he got better at the end of that. When before you left, he got better. He
Yeah.
was, he would actually say, "Well, see y'all later" or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but when's the last time you talked to him?
Oh, forever. He hadn't even talked to
Exactly.
he hadn't even talked to Dave in a while. I asked Dave like, "When's the last time you talked to him?" It's like,
See?
not for a long time. It's like, well, hopefully he's okay. I don't know.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
Starting to dwindle out, man. It's just starting to kind of phase out.
Yeah. I mean, the good old days of that company are done. That's just how I feel.
Yep. Yep.
Both companies really, but
Yep.
whatever. Anyway, let's move on. Would you rather have to hop everywhere on one foot, or have to walk backwards everywhere you go?
Hop on one foot. It would suck.
That
I'd
would
be
make
falling
you
a lot.
super tired.
Uh-huh. Yep. It
I would
sure
walk
would.
backwards.
Well, let's think about this. Hang on, no. I'd be
Yeah.
hopping on one foot. It doesn't say I can't alternate between my feet. So therefore, I'm actually like jogging at that point, right?
That's
Uh-huh.
not hopping on one foot. if you're like switching legs and hopping once and then switch the
Yes.
other, that's not
Yes.
hopping on one foot. That is
Oh,
that
that's
is alternating.
hopping. That's
No,
hopping.
no, that's going
All
around it,
right, I'll
man.
go hop, hop, 1 foot, hop, hop, the other foot, hop, hop,
That's
one
still gonna
foot,
make you
hop,
tired because
hop, the
you're
other
you're
foot.
lifting up your whole body weight and you have to jump. It's like,
Yes, but I will be physically fit.
I suppose, or your knees are gonna
Certainly lose
give.
some weight. Oh man, I can see it now. Oh, my ACL.
Yeah, you're gonna take the wrong jump and it's gonna
That's
be
it.
over, over.
That's
You'll
it.
never
Oh,
play
totally
football
over.
again.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. I think I'll get about 20 feet down the sidewalk before I have a heart attack.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, I can't even do the a cartwheel or any of that kind of crap. I can't imagine even just trying to hop all day. That's too
I
much.
know. I know. But I'm gonna try hopping all day,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm gonna walk backwards. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
walk
walk
backwards.
backwards. Yeah. Good
Yep.
luck walking into traffic.
Hey man, I'll have like rear view mirrors strapped to me. I can see like that's
Okay.
fine. All right,
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a hat almost, right? Like a
Yeah,
headband. A
I was
headband of
imagining
rear
I
view
was
mirror.
imagining around the waist, like on the belt buckle, and it just extends out to the sides. Like, what's over there? What's over there?
Hang on
Nothing.
a
Great.
second, Jay. No, I mean,
Mm,
and this is not to sound rude or anything, but since you're
mm.
walking backwards, wouldn't you get one of those things that just goes,
Oh, like the boop, boop, boop. No, but
no?
I'll get turn signals.
Get turn signals. At least
Yeah,
you're giving your intentions
that's
clear.
right. That's right. You use your turn signals. You avoid next to them.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go right next to this one. Would you rather burp confetti
Ew.
or sneeze glitter for a week?
Both are terrible. And by the way, I would never, ever, ever, ever choose glitter.
Right.
I
No.
mean,
Yeah, that's it's so much smaller. It's like, that's. But
well,
it's like,
do you remember what I've called herpes before? Yeah, I don't think you do.
no. What's that?
Herpes, confetti is herpes of the art world.
Confetti's ew, ew.
Uh huh.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it gets everywhere. Yeah,
because it gets everywhere.
that's fair. I get that.
Yep, my son said that. I can't
Yeah.
take full credit.
That's why I don't buy the glitter, like the glitter bags at like Dollar Tree or anything like that.
Right.
Because that stuff just comes right off. It's like, no.
It's
Um,
disgusting.
this is worded
And
in a
and we
weird way
and
though.
worse. What was worse is if
Yeah,
you recall, Jay, we had to clean those.
the
Did you ever have to do that? I've been to a couple of the Dollar Trees to work on those self checkouts, and they are caked with glitter.
oh no, I've not had it where it's caked with glitter. No,
Oh my
I've
gosh,
had it where
yes,
I've had to
a
remove
glitter.
like like ribbon or something from the inside of like the coin recycler thing. Sure, that.
No, I was at one where I had to take out the scanner section,
Mm.
and it was glitter bombed. It
Oh,
was It was absolutely terrible. And I got my shop vac, which was my personal shop vac, and all I could say to myself was, if this blows out the other end, boy, am I gonna be pissed.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Oh,
I didn't want to have to deal with it. And luckily, I was able to contain it inside the shop vac, which was perfectly fine.
yeah.
And then I went and brought it home. And what you know what? As soon as I brought the damn thing home,
Mm.
um, I saw that it had fallen on the back of the truck. It had fallen over. Yeah, I had glitter in the back of the truck for
Oh,
like 2
jeez.
months, man. It's fucking crazy.
That's a shame.
Yep,
It's a
yep.
real shame.
That's why I hate glitter.
Yeah, yeah. I hate glitter because that's the movie that has Mariah Carey, and that was a terrible movie.
All right.
Sure.
That's fair.
I don't
That's
know.
fair. No,
Um,
I'm gonna have to go with burping confetti then.
yeah, probably the confetti, but it's a
Yep.
weird way. The way that they word this though, this is one of those ones that's like really strange. Because it specifically it says, "Would you rather burp confetti?"
Hmm.
That's all, or sneeze glitter for a week. It's like not. I guess the sneeze glitter is only for a
Really?
week. Burp confetti is
I
like all the time.
I
That's the way
guess
it's
so.
worded in this
I
question. It's
know.
weird.
I know.
I still wouldn't do the glitter. I would still do the burp confetti. Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool party
Yeah.
trick. Mm,
Uh-huh. Right.
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be the talk of the town on New Year's Eve
Yeah.
and birthday parties.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Uh,
sell yourself out.
uh, happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's
Hey,
right.
burp. Happy Arbor Day. Burp.
Exactly. There's always a day for something, man.
Sure, sure. Okay. Would you rather have a personal theme song that plays whenever you enter a room that everyone can hear.
Nice.
Or have this one makes no sense because I would never do the second one. Have all your thoughts broadcast as subtitles above your head.
Wow.
Why
Yeah,
would
no,
you
I
want
would
that?
not. No, I would not want that at all.
Like, you know how many thoughts people have that you just never express, and then it's just on display for everyone to see? No,
Exactly. That's
never.
just yeah, no,
The theme song would get
Yep.
annoying, but whatever. Who cares?
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I think yours is gonna be um
Mm-hmm.
what is it? Let's see. Probably I Love Lucy theme
Oh, that's a good
songs.
one. That's a
Yep, I
good
think
one.
that would be yours. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was also maybe thinking of the theme song for Friends. I'll be there for you.
Oh God. No.
Then that bang and clap
No.
whenever the clap part comes up. You know the
Yep.
yeah, that's great.
Yep.
I
No.
don't know
No.
what would be
Mm-mm.
yours. Yours would be Bum Bitty Bum Bum from Eight Crazy Nights. No, that's racist. No, nope, no.
No,
That
no, no,
joke.
no, no, no.
I
I
kid,
know, I know, I
I
know.
kid,
But it's
I
funny.
kid.
Shit's
It's
funny.
funny.
I like it.
Uh,
Oh man.
I don't know. What would you want as yours? I can't. I don't know. I Love Lucy is perfect for me
I
though.
don't
It's pretty
know.
good.
I
Pretty
honestly
good.
I don't know. Like Indiana Jones theme song.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
or
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 the main Star Wars
oh, I
theme
know it.
song.
No, I know what you would have.
Oh yeah.
The theme song for Who's the Boss? Tony this.
That's it. That's it. No,
Uh,
I was come on, man. Family Ties.
oh yeah. Family Ties with Michael P. Keaton,
That's
the
or
Young
Fresh Prince.
Republicans.
How about Fresh Prince? That would be a good one.
Oh, that actually be a good
Yeah.
one. That'd be a nice.
hmm
The short version that came out, or the full version that was on the first episode only.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, with the
The
part about
original.
like the airplane and all this stuff.
Yep. Yep.
What a weird thing. And then you play the
I
full
know.
version. It's like no one remembers. It's like this is how it went.
You kidding
Uh,
me? I know that full version. I could
oh,
probably
I don't.
recite it right now.
I only know the short version.
I know it right now. I could probably recite the whole thing.
Okay, well, don't because we'll get in trouble. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You probably could because it's not like you're doing the real thing. There's no copyright there.
That's right. I mean, I
You
don't
want to give
know.
it a shot? Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, what is it? Now
Oh,
this is a story all about how my life got flipped turns upside down. Now I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Okay.
God, oh my God, I can't remember.
In
I
West
can't remember the next
Philadelphia,
line.
born and
Born and
raised.
raised all on the playground as here I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle Bel Air." I
Uh-huh.
whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate fed fresh and had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, and I thought, no, nah, forget it. Your home's the Bel Air.
Uh-huh.
And then I pulled up
Nope.
to the house.
Nope.
What?
That
What?
is not
There's
the full
another part?
version. I'm
That's
telling you,
not the
there's the
full
other
version?
version. There's the version that he's on the
Oh,
airplane. That's what I'm like. You're singing the wrong version. I
no
told you the full one.
way.
But now we gotta look it up. Let's look this up.
Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's a different version. No one
Jeez.
remembers. On the
I don't
very first
remember.
episode,
Nope.
it was a long ass version.
Is it really?
Yeah. Fresh, fresh, fresh Prince. Lyrics. There you go. Fresh Prince lyrics. There's a long ass version that no one remembers.
Apparently. It's titled Go
Oh,
Home to Bel Air.
yeah. There we go. You moved with your auntie and uncle Bel Air. I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss
Wow.
and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and I said, might as well kick it. First
Wow.
class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be all right. But wait, I hear the pussy bourgeois and all that. Is this the type of place that they should send this cool cat? I don't think so. I'll see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. Well, the
Wow.
plane landed. Say, look. Well, the plane landed, and when I came out, there was a dude that looked like a cop standing there with my name out. I ain't trying to get arrested yet. I just got here. I sprang with the quickness like lightning, disappeared. Then I whistled for a cab when it came near, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that whole version that no one
Damn.
remembers. All of that.
I don't remember it at all then.
Yeah, and
Wow.
that's why I was like,
Okay.
no, you don't remember the whole thing. I was
Apparently
like,
I
yeah,
don't.
it's a
Um,
long ass version. It's the very first one.
wow. Well, I sit corrected right now.
Yeah. I mean, it only happened in, I think it's just the first episode because it's a brand new
Dude,
show.
that's news
And
to me.
they cut it down. Yeah. All this extra
Wow.
stuff. They made it really not short because still a
Oh,
greek song. I think honestly, I think that the cut down version is the right version.
right. Right.
But all this extra stuff is like, no, America, no one remembers this.
That's insane.
Yeah. The very first episode, because then the
Wow.
first episode ends right where the theme song ends, where he's knocking on the door.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then Jeffrey goes over, opens up the door, said, "Can I help you?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
that's just a little
I feel
history.
terrible now. Yep, I just made a
Yeah.
fool of myself. Okay.
I was like, man, you really know the real version? Holy crap!
Nope.
Okay, no, well,
Nope. Not at
hey,
all.
man, hey, at least you know
I
the
learned
version that
something new
everybody
today,
knows.
so I can go
Yeah,
home.
sure, that's right, that's right. That's the important thing.
That's right. Going home.
Going home, yeah, yeah. But anyway,
All right.
theme song, yeah, sure,
Yeah, theme song. Got to have a
okay,
theme song. I think. I honestly, I think for me, Indiana Jones. Yep.
okay,
Yep.
yeah. And I like your
Yep.
choice of "I Love Lucy." That's a nice thing.
Do you really? I figured you
I
would.
really do. I really do, because that's one of my favorite shows.
It is.
Yep. Even though you know the storied history about that too. They had the original "I Love Lucy," right, and then they
Right.
eventually made the "I Love Lucy," the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour,
Okay.
right, and that was a full hour of just Lucy stuff.
I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, that was it was later seasons. They had left New York and went to the country because I guess they wanted to get away from like the hustle and bustle of New York City.
All right.
So yeah, and then they have all these celebrity guests that come on. It was during that the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour that they had all their real marriage mishaps, and Desi really leaned into being a womanizer, an adulterer.
Wow.
So yeah, so then during that whole show, that's when they ended on the last episode. There was a lady named Edie Adams,
Mm-hmm.
right? She was a famous singer back in the day. She sang this song on the very last episode called it's like I love you, that's all. And it's during that after they filmed that scene, I think Lucy went to the stairs and Desi went behind the stage and they were crying because they're thinking about their marriage is falling apart. Because after that episode aired, I think that's when they divorced.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. I mean, it's all in the it's in like the different documentaries that came out. I think they mentioned it in Being the Ricardos, the Prime movie that came out with Javier Bardem and Nicole Kidman.
Oh, I didn't know that one. I still didn't watch it. It was on
That's
Amazon, wasn't it?
yeah, it's still
Yeah.
there. It's a
Yeah.
very good movie. It's
I
got
gotta watch it.
J.K. Simmons plays Fred Mertz. What's his name? William Paul.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
All right.
It's a very good movie. It's kind of weird because like presented like a documentary style, and it's people
Mhm.
playing the real parts, but they say they're the real people, but they're not. And then
Right.
they have like reenactments of like the old stuff. It's a weird
Oh
way they
wow.
filmed it, but it's very good.
Okay.
Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's go on. Would you rather have a pet dinosaur the size of a chicken, hmm, or a pet chicken the size of a dinosaur?
Pet dinosaur the size of a chicken, or a pet chicken the size of a dinosaur.
Right.
I would not like a pet chicken. Well, wait a minute. Some dinosaurs can be very, very small.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm assuming they're like T-Rex size or Brachiosaurus size, something like that. Some of the
Yeah.
biggest dinosaurs that ever lived. So
Mhm.
I would much rather have a dinosaur chicken sized.
You think you could? I mean, you think? You
Oh no,
could,
I wouldn't
like,
be able to. No, it would be
tame
in a
it?
no. There's no
Yeah.
taming it. It would be in a steel
Yeah.
cage,
That's
and
what I was like.
I would feed it chickens.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say a chicken the size of a dinosaur is like, ooh.
Yeah,
That's,
no, I would have a cage that it would be in, and I would just show people that, hey, look, here's a dinosaur the size of a chicken.
yeah.
Hey, watch, it's going to eat a chicken.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I guess you could take it on tour, like it's like a little sideshow thing, and make money off of it.
Sure, I'll
Why
join the
not?
carnival.
Yeah, join the carnival, hire it out for like different
Sure.
commercials. Sure.
Yeah, Absolutely.
Instead of the Yokiro Taco Bell dog who's dead, you can replace it with
Yep.
your dinosaur chicken. Yeah,
Yep.
why
Be like,
not?
Dinosaur, chicken. I'm gonna kill this chicken with the dinosaur.
Huh. Only available at Taco Bell. Brand
That's
new
right.
dinosaur chicken nuggets. No.
Rawr.
Rawr. Rawr.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't forget the fire sauce. And the
Yeah.
dinosaur starts spitting out fire. We're like, the dinosaur doesn't spit out fire.
Huh. Yeah. Now we're gonna no. We're not gonna
No.
get comments. No one ever comments. We're gonna get nasty comments. They don't spit out fire. That would be a dragon. No, we don't have anybody that listens like that.
Nope.
If we did, they shouldn't be listening.
Exactly.
No, you can listen if you want to. Whatever. Just don't
Yeah.
talk to us.
That's right. Wait, what? Hold up.
I don't know. Someone's gonna complain like that. I mean, I guess that going back to the other thing, like babies that complain all the time or something.
That's right. They're just one of those babies that complains.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Babies complain.
Goo goo gaga. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you though. The pet dinosaur
Yeah,
size of a chicken.
I don't think I could handle a chicken
The
the
chicken the
size
size
of
of a
a
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
I mean, but the size of the dinosaur is probably going to think that we're food for them because like that.
The only thing
Yeah.
the only thing that I think could compete ever with a chicken the size of a dinosaur would be Godzilla.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And we all know Godzilla wins.
Yes. Well, what about King Kong? Ooh.
See, that's a whole different subject.
It is a different
versus
subject.
Godzilla.
Yes.
We'd have to create a whole different episode for that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What
One of
about
us would have to be for King Kong. The other one have to be for Godzilla.
No,
and then we have to have a third person try and figure out who's the winner.
No, I would give you. I'd be a third person. I'd be like, no, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He wins.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he'll give the other two diabetes because he's got so much sugar. Yeah, why not?
No, they would eat. No, what happens is they would both eat Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They would go on a sugar rush and then pass out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
And then potentially die of diabetes.
Yes. Yes. And then Wilford Brimley comes out and says, diabetes. And that's the end of the movie.
It's the end of the movie. And fade.
I've had diabetes. That's how he says it. It's like, why do you say diabetes? Diabetes.
Diabetes.
I've got
diabetes.
I'm Wilford Brimley. You might remember me from Walker, Texas Ranger.
That's right.
I got diabetes. Not a good impression of him, by the way. But he's a great actor anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Would you rather always speak in rhymes?
Okay.
Or always speak in a sing-song voice?
Oh my gosh, that's terrible both ways. You kidding me? I guess in rhymes. If I had to choose, I would choose rhyme. Yeah, I'll choose rhyme.
I feel like if you speak in rhymes, then like that would lend itself to like maybe being a rapper or something.
Sure, but it's something that you always say. You only speak that way in rhymes the whole time.
Sure.
I mean, that'd be a nuisance for a lot of people, but at the same time, very entertaining for others.
Yeah, but the sing-song voice would be annoying to both you and others.
Oh, totally.
The rhyme thing, you might be like, it's whatever.
Dude, all right, let's just try to imagine, like, I don't know, wooing a girl through your constant talking of rhymes.
Yeah.
Or your singing voice that you sing all the time. I mean, think about that. That's just, that's a buzzkill either way.
I have a lovely singer voice, so
yes. So you say.
I mean, I'm Filipino. I had to. I mean, it's just kind of how it is. You seen all those videos on YouTube? It's like every Filipino. It's just like incredible singing voices. Like what the world?
America's Got Talent ain't got shit on the Filipinos.
At least let's be real though. Like, there's quite a few good singers.
I'm not knocking it. I'm being very truthful.
Yeah, America's got good singers too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to insult someone who Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay.
I don't know. Just
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres. Canceled. Canceled.
Yes.
Bye.
Unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
I mean, unfortunate. She just put it on herself.
Look,
Uh,
it's crazy how things went down. Ellen DeGeneres, I'm sorry,
mhm.
she was just flat out mean. And Rosie
Yeah.
O'Donnell, well, she screwed up. What can I tell you?
Rosie O'Donnell's. Yeah, she's very opinionated. Mm.
Yep, yep. Well,
Yep.
so is everybody else. Everybody has to be
Sure.
opinionated.
Sure.
It's
Everyone
just
has
a
the right
mad.
to be. Yeah.
It really just matters how big your soapbox is.
Yep.
And in her case, she had a much larger soapbox, just
Yeah.
like Ellen did. And guess
Yeah.
what? They come tumbling down as quickly as they speak. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's okay. Other
Yeah.
times it's not okay.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for you know condemning somebody for something that's perceived in some ways
Mm-hmm.
and not in others.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I can see both sides of the coin is really what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And I
All I know
understand
is that
why.
no one is as annoying as that fat loser, Rosie O'Donnell. She's a nasty woman.
Oh Lord. Cut it
Well, I
out.
don't know.
Jeez.
Okay, but yeah, the rhymes thing because
Yep.
the sing song is just gonna that's annoying. That's just gonna be annoying. No one wants to sing all the time like that. It's too
No,
much.
I wouldn't want to do that. It'd be annoying as crap. I'm
No,
sorry. But
yeah,
hey, anybody
right.
disagrees? Let us know.
Yeah, eventually. Uh, no one's saying anything. Why don't you guys talk? Let us know.
I don't know.
Whatever. As long as people are enjoying the content, I
It's
don't care.
like,
Whatever.
is this thing on?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Have we been
Okay.
talking on mute the whole time? Yeah.
That's
No wonder no one's saying anything. Wow.
right. Jeez,
Okay.
man. What kind of episodes we
Jeez.
playing, man? I don't
I
understand.
don't
Every
know.
time I hit play, all I hear is dead air for an hour.
uh, yeah. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay. Oh boy. Would you rather have hair that changes color based on your mood?
Ooh,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, like
Like a
oh
mood
god.
ring.
No, like what's her name? Her name was Tonks. But
Tonks.
that was her nickname from Harry Potter, the female.
Right.
Yeah. Tonks,
Yeah. Okay.
I believe
Okay.
is what her name was.
Sure. Mm.
Yeah.
Or skin that changes texture based on the weather.
Ooh, no, hair.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Texture,
Skin-
like, what does
Does
this
it turn
mean?
into scales? I mean,
Yeah. Like when it starts to rain, your skin just like get very, very wet. I don't understand.
it turns into a bunch of feathers and all the
Yeah.
rain just bounces off of you so you're
It's
no
really
longer
weird.
cold or wet. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I mean, the hair changing color based on mood. I mean, that might be a problem also, because then you're always displaying your mood and you can't really hide it. It's
No,
like
you just shave your
it's
head.
just there. Oh yeah, you could do that. You can wear a hat. You can wear a
Wear a
hat.
hat. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
allowed to wear a hat at work.
sure. At that point, it's like, no, it's part of my religion. You can't make me not.
Yep.
uh,
All right. That's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
I identify as a hat wearing person. You can't
That's
can't
exactly.
mess with my identity.
I am a hatafarian.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I don't know.
Hats. Yeah, hats. I don't. I like hats, but I just don't look good in hats.
Okay.
Oh, it's just something I throw out there.
Hats aren't for everybody, man.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not. They
they're
really
just not
aren't.
for everybody.
I
Yep.
like
Yep.
hats. I like fedoras. Those are cool. But
Yeah.
I just it's a different time. People
Yep.
don't really wear fedoras anymore.
No, not really.
Sadly.
Yep. Hmm.
We got our coworker Dave. He likes to wear the like the
Oh
tweed.
gosh,
What do you
the
call it?
tweed hat. It's a
Tweed
tweed
hat.
hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, tweed
yeah,
hat. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a
Yep.
nice hat.
Yeah, and he
That's a
looks
nice
good in
hat.
it too.
Yep. Well, it brings out the Irish in him. He's an Irishman.
Yep.
He's a bit of the Irishman.
That's right.
That's yeah. I don't know. So I'm not trying to offend anyone. At least not the Irish people. I don't want to offend the Irish people.
Nonsense. Actually, I'm looking up tweed hats, and the very first thing I see is someone that looks like Dave. That's great. That's
Cool.
great. Love it.
Cool. All
Hmm.
right. Let's go again here. Ooh. All right.
You.
Would you rather be followed around by a personal rain cloud only on weekends?
Oh my.
Hmm. That's weird. Or
Hmm.
have your shoes make squeaky noises on every surface. I hate that. I hate the squeaky noises.
Oh god, that's great. Oh, that's great. I
Yeah.
love it. Re, 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 re,
Yep.
re. And then but I'm wearing sneakers. Re, re,
Yeah.
re. I'm
I'm
wearing Crocs.
I'm wearing slippers. This makes no
That's it.
sense.
I know, right?
Squeak,
I
squeak.
have nothing on. Why are my feet squeaking? I don't get it.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I'd have
Mhm.
to. Hmm. I really don't want a rain cloud following me around all the time, no matter on the weekends. That would be terrible. That would be a
Mm.
horrible, horrible thing.
The squeaking,
But
squeaky
the
shoes just
squeaking
get to me though.
shoes
They're just
all the time,
really,
I
yeah.
think I think it would get to the point where you just ignore it completely.
I
You don't care.
I don't think I would. I don't think I could be able to
Well,
ignore that.
well, let's think about it. Like the anti-slip um uh pads or the anti-slip
Mm.
soles, outer soles on your shoes. You've
Uh-huh.
gone into like your Walmart or Sam's Club with those
Uh-huh.
anti-slips and it sounds like a duck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I didn't care.
Oh, I
I can
mean,
do that. It is what it is, man. If I sound like a duck walking down the
no, I don't
daggone
care that other
way,
people hear it. It's just that to me, just hearing that noise, it's like it's not as it's definitely not as bad as like There's the only thing that comes to mind is like the
I'll go
scraping
with,
of the nails on the chalkboard, but it still is an annoying sound that I just couldn't.
oh, it is an annoying sound, but I'm going to go with the shoes.
Yeah, I'm going with the
I
rain
am.
cloud.
I am
I'll just have a umbrella. Yeah, right.
on the weekends. Just on
Yeah,
the
on
weekends.
the weekends, whatever. My weekends suck anyway. I work every weekend, so add some rain to it anyway. Who gives a
All
crap?
right.
Yeah,
That's fair, I guess. I
yeah,
mean, oh, jeez. Every time I see,
whatever.
hey, what's wrong, Jay? Every time I'm around you, there's just nothing but a rain cloud.
Yeah.
You seem
You know.
down. What's the matter?
What do you mean? I'm very happy. I don't know.
I'm singing in the
In the
rain.
rain. Hey, yeah. If only I could learn to tap dance. Mm.
Yes, exactly. Only problem is there's not a hard enough surface where you work to actually get the right sound.
That's true. That's true. No, I'll just stand on top of the machinery. I'll be all right. Make all
That's
those
it.
noises. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this because, yeah. When we come back, it will be
This you
this you
call
call news.
news?
Yeah. See, I
Yeah,
almost had it. Almost.
I
Uh,
know. I interrupted.
we'll get there, but no, we'll get there eventually. Probably not. But anyway,
Yeah, man.
we'll see y'all soon. And now it's time for this you call news.
And now, with Lumpia and Latkes, we have Jay for our article. Jay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mitch. All right, first article is paranormal investigator on tour with haunted Annabelle doll dies suddenly. And that's right. Somebody, the real doll that's from the Annabelle things are inspired by Annabelle, like that inspired the Annabelle movies. He died. All right,
Wow.
so this comes to us from Bridgeport, Connecticut, from a local news station. Dan Rivera, a paranormal investigator from Bridgeport, Connecticut, died unexpectedly over the weekend, according to the New England Society for Psychic Research. TMZ reports that paramedics and firefighters responded to the hotel where he was staying Sunday night, and dispatch logs show CPR was performed on the man on the same age as Rivera, 54 years old. His cause of death was not yet known as of Tuesday afternoon. Adams County Coroner Francis Dutro confirmed to the Evening Sun. Dan truly believed in sharing his experiences and educating people on the paranormal, the NESPR said on Facebook. His kindness and passion touched everyone who knew him. Thank you for your support and kind thoughts during this difficult time. According to the NSPR website, Rivera, their senior lead investigator, was also a U.S. Army veteran and was an expert in the rites and rituals of Santeria. The website is said that he was introduced to hunting phenomena at an early age, having witnessed paranormal events during occurring in his home. According to his Instagram, he was on the Devils on the Run tour with the infamous Annabelle doll, a subject of the Conjuring movies. NESPR website describes Annabelle is an infamously haunted Raggedy Ann doll given to a student nurse in 1968. Almost immediately, the roommates noticed strange occurrences with the doll, and they were introduced to a medium who told them the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle, according to the website. The doll was eventually housed in a glass box that contained the evil spirited entity after an incident of maliciousness and violent intent, the site continues. Annabelle's 3-day stop in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania from Friday to Sunday afternoon drew completely sold out crowds, organizers told the Evening Sun. The paper described Rivera as full of charisma as he joked with visitors attending the event in the days before his death. Rivera will also be remembered for his work on the Travel Channel's Most Haunted Places and Netflix 20 Days 8. Ugh. Wow. 28 Days Haunted. I can't say anything
Wow.
today. Fantastic. This goes updated and posted July 15th, 2025. So this has been out there for a little bit, but yeah.
Wow.
He died. Yeah, and uh yeah, it's a crazy thing. And apparently also a follow up to this, the doll went missing.
Did it really?
That was another story. I found that on another site. The doll that caused all this straight up is missing. It's like,
Nice.
all right, that even proves even further
Nice.
that's haunted. Do you believe in hauntings? Do you believe in this stuff?
Yes, I do believe in hauntings, sir.
I do too, though.
I do. I believe in hauntings. I truly
Yep.
do. Now, Santeria is kind of wild as well. Have you
Hmm.
heard about what
I don't even
Santeria?
know what Santeria is. What is
It's
this?
so Santeria is an Afro-Caribbean religion that blends traditional Yoruba beliefs with Roman Catholicism. It came from Cuba, and
Okay.
it's let's see. Yoruba descent were brought into the island. Santeria is characterized as a syncretic nature, incorporating elements of both Yoruba and Catholic traditions.
Now, what is
Now,
Yoruba?
I don't really know what Yoruba is.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's probably a region in South Africa
Okay.
or
Sure.
something along those lines, or African Caribbean, or in the Caribbeans, if you will. It says here Santeria has spread beyond Cuba and other parts of the Americas, particularly in the United States, and remains vibrant and evolving religion. It is important to note that there are misconceptions about Santeria, and it is often misunderstood as witchcraft or occult practice. However, scholars describe the religion as a complex system of beliefs and practices that provides a framework for connecting with the spiritual world and navigating daily life.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. And they have Santeria dolls.
Santeria dolls. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
So it's interesting. Um, yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah. I was trying to look up Yoruba, and there's a lot of stuff here, and it doesn't really tell us like exactly what it actually is based in, but comprises the traditional religious and spiritual concepts and practice of the Yoruba people, um, homeland in present day southwestern Nigeria and southern Benin, wherever that is. But it doesn't really say. I don't know. Largest indigenous African tradition and belief system in the world,
Yep.
several million people. Okay.
But the dolls, they're not meant for use. They're typically not meant to use harm.
Okay.
They created to represent deceased family members or spirit guides, and are
Okay.
believed to serve as conduits for communication with the spirit world.
Okay. Sure. Like a
So
vessel for communication.
exactly.
Okay. Fair enough.
Exactly. Which is again one of those crazy things. And if you if you ever watched the series Annabelle, the Annabelle series, if you will, because
Mm.
now it is a series,
Oh, I didn't know that was
they
a
give
show.
yeah, oh yeah, there's movies that called Annabelle. I think there's like Annabelle 2, I think it is.
Yeah, I knew the
Um
movies, but there's like you telling
yeah.
there's a TV show
Well,
now.
no, not I meant like the series of movies.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. But yeah, I mean that kind of stuff is, they take it down a darker ish kind of path, and let me tell
Mm.
you, that stuff can get creepy, dude. It really can, especially with the hauntings and stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm sorry, some of these stories that people bring up, I totally believe it. I think there is supernatural stuff out there, and we
Yep.
are eventually going to have a topic on the supernatural
Yes.
once we get our shit together.
Right.
Um, and make it happen because to me it's a very fascinating subject. It truly is.
Hmm.
And to hear that something like happens creeps me the hell out when you think about it, man.
Yep.
Really, it truly it does.
It's
Like
really
literally
weird.
the main investigator dies of a
Hmm.
heart attack with the
Yep.
doll, and the doll has now gone missing.
Yep.
What the F? Where
Yep.
is this doll? Okay.
Where's the doll? And also, he only passed after he started this tour, this Devils on the Run
Right.
tour with the.
Right.
I was like, yeah,
With the
that's
doll.
a little coincidental. I was like, I think, yeah. I mean, I think weird things happen, and this is certainly one of them. And yeah, unfortunately, this guy is no longer with us. That's very
Yep.
unfortunate.
Yep.
That's horrible. But I don't know. I don't want to. I
I don't want to come
Yeah,
across it at all. I
yeah.
don't. I don't want to come across it. I'm just
I
saying.
like horror games. I
Right.
like the concept of horror movies. I don't really watch them, but I like the horror games. I mean,
Hmm.
Five Nights at Freddy's, that kind of stuff. The Slender Man games,
Right.
that's interesting. They're fun to watch other people play. Certainly, I mean,
Right.
I don't really do it myself, but I do
Hmm.
watch the Let's Plays. But when it comes to real life shit like this,
Yep.
leave me out of it. I don't want
So what makes this even worse, okay, is
to.
that it is a Raggedy Ann doll. You know
Right?
Raggedy
Yeah,
Ann?
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Raggedy Ann and
Uh huh.
Andy.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to have both of these dolls in my house.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they were my sister's dolls as far as I recall,
Mm,
Raggedy Ann and Andy, or they were my mom's dolls. I don't know which one it was, but they were not that big. It's like the size of like I don't know a foot tall teddy bear or something like that,
mm-hmm,
if you will. And even then, they creeped me out. Like
mm.
I'm looking at the picture right now, and I am still creeped out by that. I got to take. Yeah, the picture's got to go away. Sorry, goodbye. It's
See,
just
when
no.
you're
Mm-mm.
talking about that, and then I remember I had this ventriloquist dummy, which is already creepy,
Yeah,
ventriloquist dummies.
yeah,
But this is like the classic one with like the face, that classic like almost like Howdy Doody type face,
right,
where the
right.
mouth opens up and down like with that hard head and like a
Yep.
tuxedo thing. I don't know why I had that. I had that, and I play with it, and it's like cool, and then like. No, then you really think about it, it's like that's not cool. That's really creepy, especially with the Goosebumps movie stuff in the
Right,
show with
right.
that little yeah, no,
I mean,
not cool.
let's think about this, okay?
Yeah,
You have a doll like that, okay?
yeah.
And your mom is like, "Okay, it's time to go to bed. Let's put the doll up. I'm going to put him right here and he'll watch
He'll
over
watch he'll
you."
watch you while you're sleeping.
Yes.
Oh God.
OMG.
Yep.
No.
Screwed up.
Hell no.
Screwed up.
Yep. Totally
Straight.
screwed up.
I mean, I'm going to tell you this too that I got a friend who I don't know if he's pulling my leg or what, but he told me that he bought this little like Yoda or Grogu doll
Okay.
from a thrift store, right?
Right.
And he put it in his son's room,
Right.
and it was facing the crib, right? And then he leaves, he comes back in, and it's facing away from the crib.
What?
That's what he said. I think
No way.
yeah, that's straight up what he said. I'm like,
No.
or like maybe your wife went in there to like to do something and she just happened to nudge it or something. He's like, nope, she
Okay.
was in another room the whole time. It's like,
That's creepy.
and he
That's
still has
very
that
creepy.
doll. I'm like, hey, look, man, it
Nah,
can move.
man.
It
Mm-mm.
can
Nope.
it can move as long as it's. Cause let's get it straight. There's two different types. Well, maybe it's more, but as far as I know, it's like really
Right.
two different types. You have poltergeist
Yes.
and you have just spirits. As long as it's not a
Um,
poltergeist, then you should be okay. The poltergeist is the one that can actually affect you and start fucking with you and like try and actually harm you.
I mean,
You're a
I
friendly
don't,
ghost, Casper. Mm.
right. Course. No. Mm-mm. Then yeah, no. Then but there's also apparitions. There's
The
also orbs and
Okay,
asps.
sure,
There's all sorts of different kind
yeah,
of
sure. But
all sorts of different kinds of things.
as
There
far
are
as like
wisps.
yeah, as far as
Things
like
along
stuff
that
that
line.
when it comes to basic ghosts, like all right, the ones you want to worry about
Maybe,
are poltergeists. Those are the
maybe. I
ones
mean,
that
yeah, I
actively
guess
try to
so.
kill
I
people.
guess so.
Yeah.
So one of the small little snippets that I could provide you, and this happened to me personally,
Uh,
and this is really, I don't think it's really a horror, creep out kind of thing or anything like that. So
okay.
you remember, the music video Thriller, Michael Jackson's
Uh
Thriller.
huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Classic.
So, my dad, knew the guy that put in the contacts. They were hard lenses back then. Okay, when they did the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller,
Mm,
I've seen that video. I don't know, since I've been older, I've seen it many times. But my
hmm.
dad knew the guy that did Michael Jackson's contacts.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, oh yeah. And I actually had at one point there was, I don't know if it's around anymore or not. I think it's gone. At one point, I had a photo of Michael Jackson in his werewolf costume.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, okay.
Neat.
And my dad showed that to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's really neat. That's awesome, cool." And we went to his house, and he was like, "Hey, guess what? Tonight we're gonna watch the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller." Well, what he didn't know is like the night before, or 2 or 3 nights before, I
Hmm.
watched Thriller. Okay, I
Okay.
watched it on MTV or whatever it was because it was the premiere,
All
right?
right. All right.
That night, I had a dream. I was one of the zombies
Oh.
and I didn't want to be a zombie. So I tried running away, and you saw how they would walk and all that kind of stuff
Yeah.
in the
Hmm.
movie. They like kind of like
Yeah. They're
creeped along,
kind of
dragging feet.
stumbling. Yeah,
Yeah,
stumbling around. Yeah.
slow. They move slowly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I could only move slowly. But for
Hmm.
whatever reason, I couldn't move fast enough. I moved too slow. And no matter where I went, they all submerged, all merged
Oh
directly
dear.
in, all around me. And
Whoa.
I woke up in a drench of sweat and
Yeah.
103 fever.
Oh, fever. Okay.
Yep.
Not good.
So, yeah. So then that weekend came, and my dad's like, "Hey, we got the Making Michael Jackson's Thriller. We can watch that along with the video." And I'm like,
I'm good.
nope. And it took me, I mean, I was probably 8 years old at the time, something like that.
Yeah.
And it took me until I was in my mid 20s to actually sit down and watch it again and actually not
Mm.
like get those feelings again because that was creepy stuff, man.
Hmm.
That creeped me the hell out.
Yeah.
But I have other crazy stories, but I'm not going to get into that. But that's
Oh.
that's one of the weird ones.
Never
That kind
forget
of
that
fuzzy.
again in the movie Poltergeist, right?
Hmm.
With all that stuff. When that girl's in that thing with all the skeleton stuff, those are real bodies.
Yeah.
Those are real bodies.
Yep. They use real
Yep.
bodies.
Really
So
crazy.
weird. Absolutely.
Different time. Different
Yeah.
time for
Absolutely.
yeah. You can't get away with that shit today. But
Nope.
yeah, sure.
Nope.
Anyway, got anything else to say about this point? Move on.
Nah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
we're good.
Yeah, let's not creep out our listeners anymore. Anyway, all right, with our next article, here is Mitch of Bloomfield and Lockheed's.
Thank
Mitch.
you, good sir. Much appreciated. This comes to us from People Magazine. 91-year-old claims he's victim of stalled $2 billion theme parks campaign of deception after investing $60 million. That's right. Attorneys for Gene Bicknell filed suit on July 25th alleging he lost a huge sum to the headline-grabbing theme park planned for Oklahoma. A 91-year-old entrepreneur claims he fell victim to a campaign of deception to invest in the $2 billion American Heartland theme park. On July 25th, attorneys representing Gene Bicknell filed lawsuit in a federal court against the leaders of the theme park project in Venetia, Oklahoma. The suit, obtained and reviewed by People, claims Richard M. Solanskis Jr. and Larry K. Wilhite orchestrated a campaign of deception and to fraud Bicknell and coerced him into sinking more than $60 million into the design and construction of the project. Of course, People has been able to reach out to the defendants. And the suit alleges that Bicknell was subject of a predatory conspiracy of psychological manipulation to convince the businessman that God himself was commanding him to finance the park and to grant the defendant two-thirds ownership of the venture. The complaint claims the project left a trail of victims, foremost among them Gene Bicknell, who, as well as the citizenry of Northeast Oklahoma, whose hopes for an economic renaissance caused by the American Heartland theme park were falsely raised and cruelly dashed. The scale of the project was comparable to Disney World's Magic Kingdom in Florida or Disneyland in California. According to a press release at the time, the 125-acre American theme park was meant to create about 4,000 jobs and make a substantial tourism and economic impact on the region. However, Plans for the park have largely been stalled, and the park's website is no longer in operation. The lawsuit claims the defendants constructed nothing more than a fence and a gravel road. To convince Bicknell to commit to the project, the suit alleges Wilhite and Solanskis impersonated God and religious figures through texts
Wow.
and emails. Daily devotional texts sent to Bicknell were allegedly intended to obtain his money and obedience. Trust them completely and avoid inserting any distractions or doubtful questions, one alleged message read. The filing alleges they intentionally targeted Gene, a 90-year-old who they knew was a devout Christian. Elsewhere in the suit, attorneys accuse the defendant of impersonating Gene without his authorization by signing documents in Bicknell's name, and legal claims include 2 violations of Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, civil conspiracy, fraud, deceit, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, citing Bicknell's crippling stroke in 2024.
Good God.
These guys made this old man believe that God wanted him to do this, and God demands him to do this.
You think there ever was an actual park that was like they really were gonna?
Oh, they most certainly did it. Back in 2023, they had a whole thing going on. They plan on. I remember reading this and thinking about it, going, "Oh my gosh, they're going to build this huge ass theme park,
nice looking park
in Oklahoma."
Yeah,
Oklahoma. Seriously, guys, Oklahoma.
I mean you can build Dollywood. I mean, why not?
I guess so. I mean, Dollywood's in Pigeon Forge. Why not?
Sure.
You can go to Pigeon Forge. I guess you can go to Oklahoma too. And yes, the picture of the American heartland looks beautiful. It looks really neat. I see.
Nice.
Let's see. It looks like 1, 2, maybe 3, 4. It looks like maybe 4 roller coasters in this place. That looks pretty cool. All right, the big old tram going around this sucker. Beautiful lake. Yeah.
So you think they genuinely were going to make a theme park, and then they backed out, like, you know what, it's too much work. We still need the money, so let's keep conning this guy?
I think they were conning them. I really do.
From the beginning, or you think they really were going to make this?
I think they were trying to garner support. And when they realized they weren't getting the support that they wanted to, they possibly deceived this person. It's very possible. I mean, $60 million is nothing to balk at.
No, but they went in with like good intentions of, like, well, maybe good intentions. I don't know. They went in with intentions of doing something honorable and, like, well, I mean, at least something legit, and getting a theme park going. And then they're like, you know what? It's not going to work out. We don't have enough investors. And then they just went to, like, all right, this guy still is on the hook. Let's just get more money from him. Is that really?
Who knows?
Straight up, like, that's really shitty.
It is shitty. It is. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, this guy even had a heart attack, and 91 years old.
24, yeah.
Clearly, he's 91 years old, and he's got money. Because why else would the man invest $60 million into this venture?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that $60 million is a drop in the bucket for the $2 billion theme park. Okay, yeah. That's just absolutely crazy. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry, if you're going to deceive them, again, it's been 2 years, and if they haven't built a darn thing at that point, I think I would be concerned.
A fence and a gravel road or something.
Yep.
Like that.
I think I would be concerned too, if that was the actual case.
Yep.
I don't know, but I do know that there is a lawsuit that has been filed.
I don't get how does this
reason behind this.
Why is that? Like, I don't understand how this is still even a case of, like, there must be like a lot of legal red tape. It's like, this is an opening shut case, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
it's just a fence and a gravel road, and they have a nice video.
Yep.
And a picture.
Yep.
It's like, where's the progress? Where is there anything that says they're actually genuinely trying to get?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Like, this should be an open and shut case, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep, it should be, but it's not.
Yeah, man, this would be really nice though. I mean, I don't know. We already got what? Disneyland, Disney World, Universal, all the different Six Flags, Dollywood. There are quite a few theme parks when you really think about it.
I just think it was crazy. The part that I actually think is kind of crazy in here is predatory conspiracy of psychological manipulation to convince the businessman that God himself was commanding him to finance the park
Uh-huh.
and grant the defendants 2/3 ownership of the venture.
Yep.
This guy actually thought God was reaching out to him.
Yeah. That's because they impersonated God. It's like,
How do you? All right,
we're
hold on a minute. How do you impersonate God?
through text and emails, apparently.
I don't think I've ever had God text me so far,
I
Jay.
guess this guy, I mean, he's 91. I guess he's like eight. I mean, if you truly believe in God, I guess you believe he could do anything, right? And, like, I mean, we're not here to talk religion in that sense, but, like, if you really do believe in God, then he works in mysterious ways, right?
I guess so. He
So
was
maybe he
working a
can,
miracle through his
maybe
cell
he
phone.
can work, yeah, through texts and emails. Maybe that's a thing. I
If
don't know.
God is texting me, then I have a few things to say to him.
If God is texting me, then yeah, I got some questions, and then
Yep,
yeah, these messages are going somewhere. Like
that's right.
unless it's like was it the Book of Mormon? It's like, oh yeah, here are these plates. You can't show them to anybody,
The only
But
other
this
thing
is
that I
it.
can think of is that these two guys knew that he was not
All there.
mentally there,
Yeah,
maybe, or
yeah.
that he could be easily
Well,
influenced
they
into
said
thinking
that
this
they
kind of stuff.
intentionally targeted Gene, a 90-plus-year-old who they knew
Yeah.
was a devout Christian.
Now, look,
Hmm.
my grandfather lived to be 96, 98 years old, I believe it was.
Wow. Okay.
Sharp as a tack.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't physical. I mean, his body is what gave out, never, not his mind.
Hmm.
He could sit there and have intellectual conversations with you at the age of 98 because he would still read the papers and still know what was going on.
Yeah.
He knew that he knew about the stock market. He followed the trends and things like that. He understood most of that stuff.
Hmm.
I just I even though he knew all that stuff, I believe he could have fallen prey to that. I mean, people fall prey to this kind of stuff all the time.
People fall prey
They
without
do.
having any issues. Like, I mean, just look at like that channel Scammer Payback, right? People
Right.
getting falling prey to that, and they're like, like there are people as young as you and me who are just like, oh yeah, that makes sense, and just like letting people have access to their computers and sending people like gift cards on the internet, that kind of crap. This is just that to the next level, to a
Right.
huge level.
Right.
Well, it's
It's just
just
like the conversation I had
yeah.
before, a while back about my uncle and the scam that he had
Mm-hmm.
with the with his nephew. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that one?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
They need the money. Oh, like
Yep.
no. And then
Yep.
luckily they caught the money before it went
Right.
anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, people can fall prey to this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is on a much larger scale,
Much larger scale.
but it's still the same premise.
Yeah, it still boils down to scammers
Right.
just not knowing when to stop.
But to say that he fell prey to thinking that God was commanding him
Yeah,
to finance the park
right.
is just wow.
I mean, mm,
Somebody else must have had to step in and say, time out. We got to do
yeah,
something.
yeah,
All of a sudden, honey, the checkbook's a little light.
yeah,
Can you explain to me what's going on?
yeah. That really does bring a huge question. It's like, I mean, unless this guy is truly just on his own. I mean, how? I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he has no one else with him, but certainly he's got some sort of circle of friends or something that he's spoken about this with. It's like, maybe you should really think about that. $60
Right,
million and you haven't seen any
right,
real results.
right.
Like, okay,
It's just I'm like Jay,
yeah,
I'm at a loss of words, and
yeah,
I hope this guy lives long enough to get
yeah.
his money
I
back.
hope he does too, especially after his crippling stroke. When the stroke happens,
Yep.
that's not great.
Yeah, and he's 91 or
91.
90, probably 90 when he had the
Yeah,
stroke, and now he's 91 a year later.
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
wow,
I hope it's all settled before he passes.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
again, you're living on borrowed time. You're already 90 plus. No one,
You're on
no one
borrowed
lives.
time.
No one lives forever. Let's be right. Let's be
Speak
real.
for yourself, Jay. I plan to live
You're gonna
forever.
live forever. Yeah, I'm gonna live forever.
I'm gonna learn how to fly
Fly high.
high.
Remember
All
my
right.
name. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, uh,
Oh, that's
okay.
it. That's
Good
all I
work.
got, my man.
Yeah, okay. That's all we've got because we're gonna
Okay.
call that a show. And as always, my name is Jay.
And I'm Mitch.
Love, peace, and respect. We'll see y'all right here again on the next episode of Lumpy and Lotkeys.
Take care.
Bye. If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Lotkeys. We will be glad to hear from you.